Sir.
Sir, what's in the alley?
Dead. It's definitely dead. I think it's a cat, or maybe it's not. I'm not sure.
Sir, if it's a cat, you need to call animal control.
No, it's not a cat. It's not a cat. It's a woman, but also a cat. It's a cat woman.
Sir, I do not have time for pranks.
No, it's not a prank.
Then is it a cat or a
What did you get mic'd
Sir,
up?
It's both. It's both. Whatever it is, its neck is broken. It's dead.
What is happening right now?
Let's get started. What do you guys want to know?
Making Dennis Reynolds.
What?
Is that like the? Oh, I should have.
You should have kept. Rewind it.
Is that like the Netflix show?
Making a murderer.
Making a murderer.
Yeah.
It's dead.
All right, let's get started. What do you guys want to know?
Making a murderer. That's Kevin.
Yeah. That's what they look like.
The circumstances surrounding the death of the woman born Maureen
Oh, maybe that's his
were
ex-wife.
factory in South Philadelphia. She was discovered in an alley with a broken neck. In 2013, Maureen had begun her transition to a cat, and in her cat form, she went by the name Bastet, to honor the Egyptian god of cats. The story quickly became fodder for local media.
So much for having 9 lives. This cat did not land on her feet. She landed on her neck.
She landed on her neck.
soon
That's no
focused
boy
on
from
the
damn Parks
suspicious
and Rec,
nature
right?
of her death.
Oh, right.
My name is Lance Gerard. I've been with the Philadelphia Police Department for 24 years.
You
12
know
of
him.
which with the
He was on
homicide.
fucking the movie.
I've seen a lot of things. A man wants to turn himself into a woman.
The Bomb movie.
Okay.
With
Well,
Mark
Judge.
Wahlberg.
But
In
really,
Boston.
a cat?
Mm.
What's next? A watermelon? First thing we wanted to establish as to whether the deceased was acting strange. Not like a turning myself into a cat strange. More like suicide strange. We learned that she was excited about an upcoming surgery. A reverse nippleectomy. It's where they add more nipples. So I guess she wanted more nipples. The thought of that just makes me want to blow my lunch. Well, apparently, the ex-husband was on the hook for this surgery due to an alimony arrangement. He wasn't happy about it. That's when he became my primary suspect.
Irritated by this. Yeah, of course I was. It was the most expensive procedure yet. You know, but I remained supportive and kept my cool, and I never threatened her in any way.
No. If you want to get more nipples, please.
No.
Get 1,000 nipples. The more nipples, the better, Maureen. And you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to turn myself into a dog with 1,000 teeth. Oh, does that make you nervous? I find that offensive because a dog is who I am now.
Now, due to the nature of this call, we decided to bring him in for questioning.
Man, this is so good.
Said he wanted to clear his name.
Why don't you tell me where you were that night? Well, it was actually a pretty average Friday night for me. Watched a movie with my roommate back to our apartment, and then went over to the bar for a couple drinks.
He answered every question, even offered DNA samples. Although he did request to draw his own blood, which is kind of strange.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds.
Can I draw my own
I'll be
blood?
right back. Yeah, sure.
Why?
So, actually, Detective, you know what? There is one thing that you may find interesting that I just thought of. If you're a coffee guy, there's a great place just opened up on 2nd Street. Makes an amazing pour-over brew. You should try it. Really.
Mr. Reynolds was forthright. Charming, quite frankly.
Job.
And get me one, too, if you go over there. Thanks.
It wasn't until I reviewed the interrogation footage later that I saw something very unsettling. 24 years on the job. I've never seen anything like it.
I never seen anything like
on
it.
the job.
2 hours. Never moved.
Maybe for 2 hours he just stared at the camera.
Never blinked.
Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
He had all the right answers. But my gut told me this guy was guilty of something.
Something.
Did I kill Maureen? No. Am I glad she's dead? Sure.
Sure. Did I kill her? No. Am I glad she's dead?
Maureen's family was convinced of Dennis's guilt.
Look at this
Oh my
boy.
god.
Maureen died 2 years ago.
How is he not dead yet?
Dennis killed Bastet. Eh? Let me tell you something. He did us all a favor. You ever seen a grown woman take a dump in a sandbox?
Despite conjecture, the question still remained. Was there anything in Dennis Reynolds' past that would suggest him capable of murder?
Testing. Syphilis. Well, he kind of snapped the neck off a crow one time a little bit. But that's not normal, right? You know?
Not normal.
It's just like boys being boys. Yeah. No, look, we had a totally normal childhood, and look, Dennis wouldn't hurt a fly. No way.
Whatever Deandra says is BS. She's probably just covering for him because she's afraid he's going to snap her neck like that crow.
Look, he didn't just snap it. He broke the thing's head clean off. It was gruesome. I still have nightmares about it. And I'm old.
And I'm old.
What? No. Look. That crow was injured, and I was simply putting it out of its misery. While, yes, testing the tensile strength of a crow's neck. Well, yes, there was another crow, but that's because I simply couldn't believe that a crow's neck could be that weak. Well, yes, there was a third crow, and a fourth, if you must know, but who likes crows?
Look, if you can kill a crow, you can kill a cat.
Baby, and the lights.
That's why I started recording all our conversations.
Dennis, you're my son. I know you. I know your character. I know the type of person you are. That's why I know you definitely didn't do it. Be honest with me. Talk to Daddy. What the hell is this, Frank?
I wasn't around much when you were a kid, so if you murdered her, it ain't on me. All that being said, did you do it?
Are you reading something right now? Why
Are you reading something?
We don't talk on the phone.
To see if you want to confess.
Confess? Okay, yeah. That's rich coming from you. Here's a confession. My father, Frank Reynolds, owned a sweatshop in Vietnam and is responsible for the deaths of
Ah, shit.
I suspected Frank was probably recording all of our conversations because, of course, he would. But let me tell you something, he was no fan of Maureen's either. He was just trying to deflect attention, which is why I started recording all of our conversations as well. I could have worn a goddamn IMAX camera around my neck and he wouldn't have noticed. Old bitch. And I caught him saying some pretty troubling stuff.
Hey, what are we watching here? Cats.
Is that me?
Cats, I'll tell you what.
Is that me?
Is that nigga that's you?
Shut this thing, Dennis.
Here's what you do with cats. Back in the sweatshop at Nam, we found a cat, we tossed it right in the soup. Those hungry bastards ate cat soup every day. What's the worst thing that could happen? Some little kid choke on a hairball and die. So then you toss him in the soup. I was making money hand over foot. Literally. Somebody lost a hand or a foot, I toss it in the soup.
Well, that's all a lie. There was no soup. No. There's no sweatshop.
Different things in this season right here. Trying to, I like it. I just really like it on there. This was funny. Not super funny, but funny. All the same. I thought we was going to probably get somewhere with Dennis being a crazy person. But we were just closing the storyline on Dennis and his wife, the Catwoman, right? She's probably done. This is done. It's over with. We ain't going to bring her back no more. But it was a super funny way they tried to do it, to close it. And then the twist at the end where it was Charlie and Mac was the ones who were just making a documentary of it. Because Dennis had already got cleared of this whole thing because of the thing. So, okay. So Dennis is not a crazy murderer guy that we thinking he is yet.
No, he is.
Yes.
This just wasn't the situation.
This wasn't that situation.
He was innocent of this.
And that safe that they opened, that's just one of many safes that he probably has. But this wasn't the one. It was just the one with all the cat stuff in there because he was trying to reduce his alimony. So another funny episode, Always Sunny, and can't wait to see another.
Yeah, so definitely credit to the creative direction that this episode went. Again, the fact that they keep coming up with ways to be creative in the way that they are just speaks to the talent of like the writers, because this was crazy. It wasn't a high funny episode as far as hilarity goes, but I was just like literally enthralled with like, how is this gonna play out? Which is what a show that they were literally copying does. Like, you're just like, how are all the pieces gonna come together? So it didn't play out at all like I thought it was gonna play out. I thought they were gonna, to your point, like showcase how crazy Dennis is, and the fact that it was like he was totally innocent the whole time, and it was Mac and Charlie that were taking advantage of the situation was very smart. I also think highlighting that he was like legitimately still hanging out with Maureen to reduce his alimony in the ways that she wanted to do is so fucking hilarious to me. That's probably the most subtle, like just this has been happening the whole time. That is
gotta get them payments down.
That's probably my highlight of the episode. But very creative, very smart. It did capture the same tone of the show, or of a show like that does. So again, kudos to the writing. That was very creative, and look forward to the next one.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Always Sunny Season 12, Episode number 5. And until next time,